Stop trying to achieve too many things. And then thinking, well, I know I'm trying to achieve all these things, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a system, a time management system that is going to just make me so efficient that I'm going to be able to pick up all these balls that I'm trying to juggle in the air at the moment, and I'm going to be able to get them all done. Well, think about this. If I'm standing and I'm playing a baseball match, and the batter's standing and he's waiting for me to throw the ball, but I pick up 3 balls, and I'm doing a whole lot of stuff, and I'm standing there, and I'm really looking good, and I'm juggling the balls, and the batter's waiting, and the batter's waiting. Is there any chance that that ball's ever going to come out of my hand, go to the batter, so that he can actually hit the ball and get the game going? Of course not. Well, that's what we kind of do with our lives, is we stand juggling a whole lot of things every single day. We've got all these balls up in the air, but we never ever put 2 down. Get on with the job of finishing what we need to do so that we can actually move on to the next, and then the next task. I mean, if I start eating an ice cream and I take 2 licks off the ice cream and then I stand over here and I ignore the ice cream, what's going to happen to that ice cream? Well, it's clearly going to melt, and it's going to just be a pointless exercise. Versus, I take that ice cream and I eat it, and I concentrate, and I put all my effort into finishing that single ice cream. Do you think I'm going to enjoy that ice cream? Do you think I'm going to have finished the job? Or if I'm running a race, a 100-meter dash, and I go sprinting down the field, but I get halfway, and I go walking up, discussing, chatting, talking to my fans in the stands. Am I ever going to finish that race? What you need to do is you need to start the race. You need to run until you cross the line. When you cross the line, now you finish the task. And that's how you need to run your life every single day. Tasks, not time. You can't be time focused. You've got to be task focused. So you need to have a clear, crystal clear idea every single day about exactly what you're going to do. You need to wake up in the morning and you need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve that day. When you have clarity, when you have a crystal clear vision, what do I need to do today? What tasks, what activities do I need to complete today to achieve that vision? And when you have that dogged determination, that crystal clear focus about exactly what you want to do, you get it done. You complete tasks. You finish things. You know, multitasking for me is multi-failing. You're going to just fail in a big way. You can't do everything. You've got to find what your most important priorities are, and you've got to focus your energy on doing those. Now, one of the most powerful things that I've actually learned over the past few years, while I've been looking at managing time, or rather managing your activities within your available time, one of the most powerful things I ever found was an activity log. How an activity log works is pretty simple. You set aside 7 days, and you use your willpower, you use your daily discipline to do this. You take this piece of paper and you mark off each hour. You look back, as you get to, you start your day at 8, at 9 o'clock, you sit down for 2 minutes and you look back over the last hour and you say, what did I manage to achieve in the last hour? You don't analyze it, you don't test it, you just write it down. You do this for 7 days. You measure what you've got done every hour. At the end of the 7 days, you sit down and you go, okay, now let me look at how I've spent my time. You will astound yourself with how you've wasted time. Sent SMSs, invested time on Facebook, gone and answered emails as they've come through. Every time, of course, every time it beeps on your smartphone, you're busy with a task, must be distracted and have a look at what's going on my cell phone. And every time you get distracted, it takes you a couple of minutes to get back and focus on what you were doing. Get in every morning, go and have a cup of coffee with your mates, shooting the breeze. Well, excellent investment in time, isn't it? you'll astound yourself. In fact, on average, I've done it with a number of clients over the years, and on average, people save between 1.5 and 2 hours a day when they become aware, when they become conscious, when they start saying, in the next hour, these activities that I'm going to be doing, are they the most valuable use of my available time? So go ahead, do the activity log, have a look at what you're doing, and then moving to phase 2, where you become conscious. And now before the hour starts, you sit down and you go, okay, this is what I've planned for this hour. Could I be using that time better? Could I be investing that time in a different way so that I could be getting a different outcome or a different result? Just that activity will add between 1.5 and 2 hours of valuable time that you can invest into those priority tasks that you're going to be focusing your energies on. And then my all-time favorite is let's get a time management system to become efficient. Well, think about this. What if you're doing the wrong stuff? What if you're getting up and the activities that you're doing every single day are not the right activities, but you're really efficient at doing them? What's the point? Well, what I'm saying is we need to take a little step back. And we need to say, okay, what are the right activities? Well, how do we discover those? Well, we discover those by saying, what is the vision of my organization, the vision of my team, my personal vision? And then what do I need to do every single day to make sure that I actually realize that vision? So I first need to say, what do I need to do? What are those very important priorities that I'm going to be focusing my energies on and making sure that I do every day? Because when I have that focus, amazing things start to happen. I actually get to the end of a day where I've achieved something. Versus spinning my wheels, versus standing on that hamster wheel and pretty much going nowhere, getting on that treadmill, and all that's happening all day is the treadmill speeds up or it slows down. And I don't get to achieve much at all. So that's what I want you to do is, I want you to know, is this the most valuable use of my time? And then secondly, I know what the activities are. Am I carrying out the right activities every day? Are those activities moving me closer towards my vision? Or are they moving me further away from my vision? Is answering an email every time it comes through the most effective use of my time? Or should I be setting aside half an hour, 20 minutes, 40 minutes a day to invest complete focus on answering all those emails? Get them done, get them dusted, get them out the way. Versus distraction. Where was I again? So, learn to focus. Once you've got that focus and you're focusing on the right tasks, you've got that extra time that you've got from knowing that your hour that you're going to be using is your most valuable use of that hour. You will literally astound yourself with how much extra time you've got in the day. In fact, you'll have time to invest in your family, time to invest in going back to gym and rebuilding, getting your energy levels up, becoming fitter, becoming more healthy. Isn't that a great investment? A great way to invest your time rather than wasting it on emails and SMSs and unnecessary tasks? Know what to do and do the right thing every hour. And ask yourself that question. Once the hour has passed, was that the best use of my time? If it was, do it again. If it wasn't, take corrective action. Make sure that the next hour is invested in a better way. And then, one of the most important things you need to be focusing on is, don't try to do too much. I call it your 3 VIPs. Your 3 very important priorities for the day. Once you know what your 3 very important priorities are for the day, your head does not hit your pillow that night until you've carried out those important tasks. What are those tasks? Those tasks are things that are going to help you to realize your dreams. Those are the things that are actually busy equipping you to start moving, to keep moving, towards your future, the dreams, that meaningful vision, that fulfilling life that you've seen in the future. Those 3 tasks that you're going to carry out every day are going to add up over time. You've heard of the 8th wonder of the world. They call it compound interest. Compounding. If you take 2 people, one person takes 125 calories out of their diet, the other person adds 125 calories to their diet. After about 6-8 months, you don't see much difference. After 18 months, the person who's eating the little extra starting to have a little bit of a extension over the belt. After 31 months, the person who's added 125 calories to their diet is 9 kilos heavier. The person who took 125 calories out of their diet, it's a can of Coke. 9 kilos lighter. That's 18 kilograms difference between those 2 people. Small activity every day, 125 calories. Let's not eat that, or let's not drink that can of Coke. But I'm 9 kilos heavier. Or I'm 9 kilos lighter. Well, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying those small, insignificant little activities that you're going to do every single day. Your 3 very important priorities that you are going to carry out. Make sure that your head does not hit the pillow. Those 3 priorities are going to add up over time. They're going to add up into the success that you want. Almost effortless success, because all you've got to do is you've got to have the vision, and then you've just got to have the discipline to carry out those 3 tasks every day. Because if you do those 3 simple little things, you carry out those 3 simple activities every day, 18 months from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to be living the exact life. You're going to be in the place where you want to be. That choice, daily discipline, 3 small activities, how hard is that? Versus the weight of disappointment, the weight of failure, the weight of regret that's going to come later because you thought visiting happy hour was more important, or it was way more important to push the snooze button in the morning and get that extra 9 minutes of sleep. Versus waking up, energizing yourself. I call it your activation energy in the morning. As that alarm goes off, wake up, get out of bed. What are you doing? You're setting the tone for the day. Let me get up, show my body this is how I'm going to be energized for the day. Versus push the snooze button